Hello there, hi. In this video I'm going to show you how to convert fractions to decimals. I'm going to show you the method and we'll work through a couple of examples, and that should help you to do your homework. So, a couple of rules that you need to remember for this, and it's quite straightforward. There's only two rules that you need to remember. The first one is that you need to convert the numerator to a decimal by writing a 0.0 after it. So converting the numerator to a decimal by writing a 0.0 after it. And the second step is to divide the numerator by the denominator. Okay, to divide the numerator by the denominator. So let's use a nice easy example. Okay, let's use 3/4. Okay, so our job is to convert this fraction into a decimal. So let's do step one. Okay, so step one is convert the numerator into a decimal by writing 0.0 after it. So the numerator is the top number. Okay, and what we'll do is we'll write 3.0. Okay, we're just writing the number 3 with a 0.0 after it. Right, now the step two is to divide the numerator by the denominator. Okay, divide the numerator by the denominator. So we're going to use a bus stop method for this because it's a division, and we're going to put the decimal that we've just made into the bus stop. Okay, so the numerator always goes into the bus stop. So that's going to be 3.0. Okay, and then we're going to put the denominator on the outside of the bus stop, and then we just do the simple division, okay, as you all know how to do. So how many 4s go into 3? That's 0. Can't put 4 into 3, so we cross the 3 out and write the 3 next to the 0 over here. We need to make sure that the decimal point lines up with the question, so put the decimal point in here. Okay, and then we do how many 4s go into 30? Well, that's 7. Okay, and then there's 2 remainder because 7 times 4 is 28. So there's 2 remainder. Write the 2 here, put the 0 next to it. That becomes a 20. So how many 4s go into 20? And the answer there is 5. Okay, nice easy question. So what we've just done here is we've converted this fraction into a decimal. So 3/4, 3/4 equals 0.75. Okay, let's do another example just to illustrate that a little bit more. So we can do 2/5. Okay, 2/5, 2/5. Okay, and we know we're going to convert that into a decimal. So step one, same thing again. Step one, convert the numerator into a decimal by putting a 0.0 after it. So the numerator here is 2. So all we're going to do is write the number 2.0. Okay, and then create the bus stop, because then the step 2 is divide the numerator by the denominator. So we need a bus stop over here. Okay, and then we're inside of the bus stop, we're going to put our decimal that we've just made. That's going to be 2.0, and then the denominator will go on the outside of the bus stop, which is a 5. So then we just do the division. So how many 5s go into 2? Well, you can't do that, so we put a 0 here, cross the 2 out, put the 2 next to the 0 over here, make sure that the decimal point is lining up with the question, and then how many 5s go into 20? And that is 4. Okay, so 2/5, 2/5 equals 0.4. So we've just converted the fraction into a decimal. Let's do one more question. So we can do 9/10. Okay, 9/10. Same thing again. Step one. Always go back to the instructions if you're unsure. Convert the numerator into a decimal by writing a 0.0 after it. So over here we're going to write 9.0. Create the bus stop. Okay, and inside we're going to put the decimal because we're dividing the numerator by the denominator, and the denominator will go on the outside of the bus stop, and then you just do the division. So how many 10s go into 9? That's 0. You cross out the 9 and you put the 9 next to the 0. So that becomes 90. And then we put the decimal point in according to the question, and then it's how many 10s go into 90? Well, the answer to that is 9. So there we go. So we've converted this fraction into a decimal. So 9 over 10 equals 0.9. And that's it. That's as simple as it is.